Hi there, guys. This is Wednesday, I think, or Thursday, or something like that. Let me just check. Actually, yep, that's Wednesday. Don't even know the days of the week. That's Wednesday, 8th of April, and I've decided I'm gonna make my channel bilingual, as I have some stuff to say about politics in my mother country as well. I'm gonna release to you the information that I'm actually living in England, but I'm from a country in Western Europe, closer to Russia. I'm Romanian, and coronavirus has hit there as well. It didn't hit as hard as in Italy or England or United States or China or anything like that yet. At least that's what they think, because they are not testing the population. They don't have enough money for that. They have some money, but they have it to spend it for politicians, for people that's in the state security and other things like that, and are supporting the countries that are colonizing us. Anyway, I was doing a video in my own language earlier, and I've decided I'm gonna put those videos on this channel as well. I'm not gonna split it into two channels, as I don't think I'm gonna have that many subscribers. But who knows, maybe you wanna help me, so share and subscribe. And I was just listening to the news from back home today, and the Ministress of Education, she decided we're not gonna freeze the school year, so the kids are still gonna take their normal exams, just like in England, I suppose. Only that I do believe in England learning over the internet is gonna work just a little bit better than in Romania. Not because of the speed of the internet, because actually Romania is like second place, China is first, and Romania is second worldwide regarding the speed of internet. But because these guys, they have a little bit of knowledge about how to do things better than Romania, and we are very, like everybody back home, they are saying we are at least 100 years behind everybody in Europe and in the civilized world. We're just a colony, don't worry about us. So, as I was saying, she decided she's not gonna freeze the year, she's not gonna repeat the year, because actually all the politicians in my country and managers in state companies and stuff like that, and hospital managers, are actually people that they shouldn't have ever graduated, are people that they were just something that we call repetent, because they repeat the year, you know. They've been failed by teachers and they have to repeat the year, and well, especially when they do it many times, it's not because they want to understand better things, it's because they don't understand things. And as in any normal colony, a corrupt country, the managers of different companies and hospitals are put it there in a position by politicians, or by or with the influence of big pharma or CIA or Mossad or something like that. And I'll pop right now an idea that I have, and I didn't put that in my own language, but I'm gonna do that as well. They should just sit the parliamentarians on their seats in the parliament, not regarding to the political party they come from. They should actually sit them, taking into account where they get their influence from, who's their handler, you know. They should make like special groups, like CIA group, Mossad group, I don't know, German Secret Services group, big pharma group, you know. We should know how they vote, you know. They should be there in the parliament. They shouldn't call themselves Democrat socialists or national liberals or anything like that. They should be like CIA handled, Mossad handled, Big Pharma handled, Romanian security, which is actually like CIA battalion, you know, and they should just run themselves like that into the Romanian parliament. Anyway, passing over that, so they're not gonna repeat the year for everybody because everybody's getting stuck into their houses, and the kids, the new generation, are gonna skip 1 year or half of the year. They're gonna just test them like that without taking into account the things they should have learned in the last half of the year, and they're gonna get the same grades just like the kids that have passed the national tests last year. They're gonna be considered as equals, even though they're gonna learn less. They're gonna be skipping half of this year's knowledge, but that's not quite a big issue in Romania. Anyway, we learn too much in that country, and it's, well, we're a colony. My country back home is becoming a colony. It became already a colony long time ago. Half of the land in my country, the agricultural land, it's sold. Austria is cutting our trees with no problem and with proven documents and video documentaries of hidden cameras and stuff. They are not respecting any law. They are cutting trees that are old. They should be protected, special areas, stuff like that. And, well, CIA / United States / oil companies, they've just helped us re-elect the same president with German and United States influence, so we can sell our petrol from the Black Sea. That's not a big issue. We're gonna just give it for free. And Trump / ExxonMobil, actually they've managed to obtain through a vote in our parliament a very good deal. But as they're getting their ass kicked in Afghanistan and Iraq and everywhere around the Middle East and around the Black Sea, they're gonna retreat their troops in Italy, trying to play Defender 2020 and protect the population from the danger of the Sicilian mafia rising to power in a state which is anyway pulling towards left. And well, they're gonna just send their shares into the Black Sea project to Lukoil, which is actually Putin. And that guy, at least, I don't know, I should be happy, at least it's an orthodox guy and a guy with some balls, not just theater balls like Trump, is getting the deal, you know. I'm like, oh, okay, at least we're going like natural way, the strongest survives and stuff like that. So I like that guy for some reason. We're quite split in my country about who's the better colonizer for our country, but for some reason I like Putin. And, well, yeah, we're gonna have one generation of skips, you know. They're just skipping some knowledge. That's not a big issue. And we have an issue with doctors and managers in the hospitals in the very affected area that are resigning because they are not protected by the state with masks and everything else, and the proper suits to combat the virus, to keep the virus out of their body in order for them to be able to treat the patients. What happened actually, our politicians, they decided to go like UK style, but even harsher method. They've infected the entire staff of 2 or 3 hospitals up to now, and they are waiting to see who dies and who survives from that. And then they're gonna have like a proper A team of doctors which they had the virus and they've passed through the illness and now they're immune, and those guys, they'll be able to be the next team Captain Planet and save our country, while the others, well, fuck them, let them die, you know, because we don't have ventilators. We had some contract with Germany, they didn't send the ventilators, you know. We had contracts for masks and stuff with different countries, they didn't send that. They're gonna start sending it now, but hey, we are right there, friends and war buddies with United States, so we're not gonna go and ask Xi Jinping, which actually that guy speaks a little bit of Romanian. We're not gonna ask that guy to send us anything or ask him how he's doing it, or send at least one Chinese doctor in my country to deal with the virus, to teach us how stupid we are. Well, we know we're stupid, so we don't want anybody telling us we're stupid in that country. You know, we're proud of being ourselves. So I was saying in the Romanian version of this video, which is way shorter, because I don't have to explain to people so many things. We already know who we are. I was explaining they should make a special test there to employ new managers in the hospitals, and the way to do that is provided by a joke that I used to see on television when I was a kid, in a TV show, and I'm not gonna tell you everything about it, but it goes like that. Into a mental institute, all the doctors are going home, and but like all of them, just like they resigned now from that hospital in Suceava, and they decide to choose the wisest among the crazy people to be like in charge for the week they are in holiday, and they design a way to do that. And they take like a tape recorder, actually a tape player, you know, and they present it to the crazy people, and they're like, all right, the one that knows what this item is gonna be the guy in charge on the ground floor. And of course nobody knew except one guy in the corner of the room. I guess that guy took his pills, and he's like, well, that's a cassette player. And they're like, all right, you're gonna be in charge of ground floor. And they go to the first floor, and they go there with the Walkman, and nobody knows. Some people, they've got, just like the people that are getting in charge, that they go and have a test right now in order to be in charge, to be managers in Romanian state companies, or to be managers in hospitals. They are like politically appointed, but actually they have to pass through a test, and those that come from one party or the other, and they need to, sorry guys, I'm stepping into the shop here. We are doing some food deliveries. That's what I'm doing. That's how I'm able to be out during lockdown. And well, as I was saying, I don't want to show you the shop. I'm not making any publicity here, and I don't want to have CIA bumping in the shop. Why the fuck are you talking about us? Sorry about the language. And anyway, those guys that are coming from like a political party, that they get the answers already, and some of the crazy people, they had their answers, and they're like, no, that's a cassette player, but it was actually just a tiny Walkman. Only one guy in the corner knew, so the doctors were like, all right, you're in charge on level 1, you're maître d'hôtel, as they say in restaurants, on level 1. And then they went on the second level, and they brought with them like a disc player, one of those old things, how's that called, a pickup, you know, with an arm over a disc, very old style. And only one guy in the corner knew that was a pickup. That guy gets to be the manager on the second level, and then they go to the third level. Some people had the tips, but it wasn't that. It was a brand new thing again. It was looking like a pickup, but it was one of those very old things that has like a trumpet going out of it. Some of you guys might know what I'm talking about. Some of you might have seen that in some movies with Marilyn Monroe. Yes, boss, I'm making a YouTube video. You wanna be in it or you wanna be out of it?
Why?
Well, I'm talking about politics and stuff. I don't think you wanna be in it. CIA is gonna visit you.
There's no
Yeah. So that more? Yeah. All right. So that guy in the corner as well was one there, and he knew, as I'm sure you guys know, that was a magnetophone. So that guy, but the guy doing the joke in that television show was like waiting for somebody else to give the answer, you know. And then he was like, "All right, you are the guy in charge on the third level of crazy people." So I was proposing to politicians back home that's how they should test the next guy to be in charge in that hospital where everybody has quitted their jobs. They should like get the guy that knows what a magnetophone is, like put a stupid question, because nobody wants to go there, and they're gonna ask a stupid question, and the guy that knows the answer, he's gonna be the guy in charge there, and they're like, you can't quit this, you knew the answer, man, you're the only guy that can do it, you knew the answer to that crazy question, you're gonna be the manager in that hospital, because nobody wants to be a manager in that hospital. Doesn't matter how much money he gets and how much money he gets to steal and give back to their party and other parties involved and stuff. And well, this is the only way I see people are gonna find a manager to those hospitals and affected areas and stuff like that. And then I was hearing something very nice from the Ministress of Education. She was like, "Oh yeah, we don't want the kids to lose their contact with," and I was damn scared when I heard that, because I was afraid she's gonna say contact with teachers, because we have like some Orthodox schools back there. It's not like Catholic schools, we're Orthodox there, and we have kind of the same problem with some teachers touching the kids, you know, like too close contact. And I was very afraid she's gonna speak about that type of contact. She was like feeling for the teachers, they're gonna lose the contact with the kids, but no, she said the contact between kids and school. So I'm very relaxed about that. At least she wasn't concerned about pedophilia or stuff like that. And we're really glad there in the colony named Romania that we are part of the European Union, and with this new wave stuff, and I think soon we're gonna legalize pedophilia, because anyway we've got all the pedophiles in Netherlands coming to our country, kidnapping and killing kids. We've got people disappearing for motives I don't want to even tell you right now. I'm just waiting to get like a lot of subscribers, and I'm gonna tell you my ideas about why people disappear. I'm gonna give you a hint. Since the Huawei scandal, China doesn't provide any more black market organs to United States. So, and well, you know, military is involved. We'll talk about that later, guys. I'm gonna leave you with this. Please watch all of my videos. I'm making stupid videos, whatever passes through my mind. I'm gonna just rush into things. I'm gonna do some stupid things. I'm gonna say some stupid things, which actually might not be quite so stupid. But hey, I want to be there on YouTube with everybody. I want to share my story, and it seems in the real life you can't get in touch anymore with people, and that happened a long time ago, not only now because of the coronavirus. It's like when you talk to somebody live, you don't really look like you have any connection to that person. It's depending on the moment you catch that person, because in the real life they are rushing to do something, they go to work, they come back to work, their mind is not quite right, they're ready to receive the information from you, they are not ready to listen to your problem. So I'm gonna put myself here on YouTube, and hopefully I'm gonna get some money as well from YouTube out of telling you my things, but as well I'm gonna find different people in the right moment. Who knows, might be 5 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock during the night, or during the afternoon break. They're gonna find my video right here and they're gonna try to listen to my ideas, and just who knows, some people reach the same way of thinking with others, but they don't do it now, they do it 10 years later. So my way of contacting people that are gonna start thinking like me 5 or 10 years from now is YouTube. So, well, that's one good thing about technology and YouTube. Share, subscribe, and I'll have many things to say. I have a ton of ideas. Until later I was writing poems in my own language. Who knows, I have 1 or 2 poems in English. Maybe I'll share those with you as well. I'm gonna put all sorts of stuff around here, but also at some point when I'm gonna manage to raise the money, I'm going back home in my country. I've started building a house, and I actually planned to do like a small inn. The authorization is almost expiring. I'm gonna have to renew that. I need about 40,000 pounds to build that house. I'm not gonna ask you guys for money because I don't want to be a beggar right here. I'm working for my money. I'm doing food deliveries. You just saw that guy putting some empty cases in the back of my car. I'm going to his other shop, picking up one of his stuff and bring him back here to the shop. And it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So around 5 o'clock everybody's gonna start ordering food, and I'm gonna be very busy. And see you guys.